Hello, my YouTube family. You guys just caught me watching, what am I watching? It's called The Devil Wears Prada. What a cute movie. I've seen it before, but I saw it come on. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to pop it on again. What's wrong with watching something for the 100th time? All right, everybody, I am back again today. I hope everyone's doing well. I have the rest of my Dollar Tree haul left over from last night. If you watched yesterday's video, I mentioned that I had a really big Dollar Tree haul and I was going to separate things out. So I have the other half because I need to start using some of my stuff. I can't have it sitting here. All right, so every single item in this video, a buck and a coin. At any point in time that changes for something that I purchase, I will always make sure that I let you guys know right off the bat. So where are we? Today is Sunday. My gosh, tomorrow is the end of June. I cannot believe June just kind of like, bam, gone, just gone. So many items in the store. We have back to school, Halloween. I even saw something for Valentine's Day. I was like, oh my gosh, that's just crazy. All right, so grab your emotional support pickle, grab your wish list, or grab whatever it is you'd like to grab. I have a hot cuppa sitting right here next to me, and I am ready to rock and roll with all of you because it's my me time with all of you. All right, so we're going to start off with just a couple snacks. Who doesn't like Peppa Pig? I love Peppa Pig, especially because Peppa Pig is British. So I'm a little bit partial. These are Peppa Pig Fruity Ring cereal. It kind of looks like, in my opinion only, when I say IMP, in my opinion, IMO actually, IMP, IMO, in my own opinion, IMOP, in my own opinion. There we go. These look like Fruit Loops. Palm oil free, no artificial flavors, naturally flavored, and it's made with whole grain oats. This is a 3.5 ounce package. I thought, you know what? How cute is this? The kids should like this. It is good until May 13th of 2026. Where is this made? It is made in Lithuania. Lithuania. I'm so not saying that right, and I do apologize. Lithuania. I'm still saying it wrong. But it's distributed out of Miami, Florida. So yeah, let's check those out. Those should be interesting. And then they also had, besides Peppa Pig, they had Transformers. And I'm so sorry. So the Peppa Pig is in fruity flavored. And then they had Transformers. And this one is in a chocolate crunch cereal, which mimics to me not Fruity Pebbles, Cocoa Pebbles. But again, these are just my opinions. So there it is right there. This also has an expiration date of May of 2026. So new kind of foodie finds. I'm noticing, obviously, besides prices going up, I have like a fur ball on my mouth. Or a fuzz ball or something. Besides prices going up, you know, we are seeing more brand name products coming into Dollar Tree, but, you know, we're paying for it. So, you know, we have to just kind of weigh our pros and cons because, like we've already mentioned, there's lots of other stores that still have items for $1 or less. I get these every year, and I have a lot of animals because I'm out in the sticks. We have all kinds of animals. And I will put out peanuts every now and then, and I know some people say don't put that kind of stuff out, but you know what? I do. When I see the little birdies looking for food and stuff like that, you know, I put out water dishes. That's just me. So these are the Hampton Farms salted roasted peanuts. You get an 8 ounce package, so I got some of these. In fact, there was a lady checking out about 2 rows behind me, and she saw me putting the peanuts up on the belt, and she was like, do you eat yours or you give them to your friends? I said, well, it depends on what kind of friends you have. We had a good laugh, but she was kind of doing the same thing. All right, this was by the checkout. Mamba Fun Park flavors. This is a limited edition. Raspberry popcorn. I don't know how I feel about raspberry popcorn, but I guess I would try it once. Strawberry cotton candy, blueberry slushy, candy apple. Oh my goodness, lots of sweets and treats in there. And these do kind of taste like Starburst. Again, just my opinion. All right. A couple more things for your pets. Now, They have all these like plushy animals coming out and toys that are like theme related for rock and roll. Pink Floyd, AC/DC, stuff like that. So I found some more Pink Floyd. I showed you the pig. This one is for the Dark Side of the Moon. What a amazing album. Oh my God. I'm such a Pink Floyd fan. Really, really am. They have this big old cassette, and then it's got the little tug thing at the bottom. But I also found it in the smaller version. So if you got a biggie dog, there's the big one. And if you got a smaller dog, you know, one of those little yappy dogs, I'm just joking, you can use it for the smaller doggies. So there's the big one, and there's the small one. They also had, and if you're not aware, Fender is a very well brand name expensive guitar. This happens to be a guitar pick, a Fender guitar pick, and it's got the little tug at the bottom here. These are all just made by the company called Perry's, which I've never heard of before. They do have a website. Actually, they're made out of Canada. So there's the company itself. There's the website if you're looking for more stuff. Again, all of these do have squeakers. I apologize. I didn't squeak them for you. Okay. School is like on at Dollar Tree. I mean, the kids barely just got out of school, and they've already got school supplies out. So for us moms who have kids in school, or for any of us that have kids in school and are so excited when school gets back in session, talk about some fun stuff. I always love going through the school section because they always have like the coolest notebooks, and I so get into that stuff. All right, so I'm going to show you some school stuff, but it doesn't have to be for school. If you're working in an office, if you have offices at home and you like to do the kind of crazy stuff I do with all this stuff, this is perfect. These are some more erasers. You're going to get 5 in a package, and they are 3D erasers. They're kind of all about the scene. Look at, we have dolphins and penguins. So, and look at the little unicorny whale. Absolutely, it's a narwhal, but I call it a unicorny whale. So if you like to decorate or use them for their intended use, which is an eraser, those are super fun. Some new notebooks. You guys know how much I love my notebooks. Oh my gosh. All right. These stickers do not come off on the back if that's an issue. This little 125 one comes off, but this big one does not. So these are 60 sheets. This is size 5 by 7. Look at that beautiful butterfly. Isn't that pretty? It's got a purple spiral bound there. The notebook inside is nothing fancy. It doesn't need to be. All right, girls, what are you doing? They wait for me to film, and it's basically a shape of a butterfly. Super cute and fun. They also had this one, which looks like a really cool llama. I think it's a llama. I could be wrong. This one is 5 by 7 as well. 60 sheets. Super fun. They had this unicorny. I love it. Oh my gosh. I love the school stuff. It's just so fun. Again, you've got a purple spiral bound. And again, your shapes are basically just the same unicornies all the way through it. Last but not least, this one here, which is in the shape. How fun is that? How cute. Again, spiral bound, but done in pink. And then, of course, there is your paper. Again, these are 60 sheets each. Super fun. Excuse me. I love to find things that match. I don't know. I kind of just look for things that match because I try to put themes together, especially when I'm gift giving. Or at any time, really. This is a set of 3 file folders by Jot. I use file folders all the time. But look at, it's the balloony dog. So you're going to get 3 folders. They do have some bling in there. I'm kind of like trying to get it to bounce off the light for you. But there was a little shot right there. So very cool. Again, you're getting 3 of them. And then I saw this notebook and I'm like, oh my gosh. This is made by Jot. You're going to get 60 sheets. And this is like super soft. How can I describe it? I know the material I want to say. But it's like plastic, but not. What am I trying to say? Vinyl? Maybe vinyl. But it had this big old balloon dog on there. This does peel off the back. It's made by Jot. 60 sheets, and it's about 4 by 6 if you round it off. How cute is that for your purse? But super fun, because I thought these two went together very, very well. Alrighty, for hanging off your backpack, maybe your rear view mirror or your purse, these are always fun. Jap brings them out every year. They're bubble pop keychains. We have this one here that's in the shape of an ice cream cone, and then it's got those pops for the sensories. They also had it in this cool, I'm going to say it's a daisy because it kind of looks like a daisy to me, in all these flowers. And last but not least, they had this one, which I love, which to me looks like a coffee cup or maybe one of those boba teas. I think I pronounced that right. I'm not sure if I ever say that right or not. Alrighty, I saw these as well. All these items were in a special section, which is basically back to school. These here are wired earbuds, but the kids love the Sour Patch. So I found one in yellow, and it's got the Sour Patch Kids right there. And then I found one in the green. So I got one of each of those. Those were the only two colors I found. Over where, oh, I forgot to show you guys these. Oh my gosh. All right. If you're a teacher or if you like anything to do with back to school, these are going, I swear, I really do, that these are going to fly off the shelves. They're made of like a soft rubber. I should have brought my ruler out. Where is my ruler? Speaking of rulers, I don't have one in here in front of me, but if I had to measure, over 6 inches, probably closer to 7 or 8. Are you guys ready? These are amazing. They're saying it's a pencil pouch. You can put whatever you want in here. Are you guys ready? How cool is this? So when I said it's like really squishy, so it's like a vinyl, like a rubber. And what you do is you open it from here, and then the whole pointy part, and then you can put whatever you want. Or fill it up with paper, fill it up with whatever, and just put it, like if you're decorating a kid's room. How fun are these? I would expect these to probably be like $3, and I would totally see that. But for $1 and a coin, so they had the green one, and it doesn't say a name on here, but we know what it looks like. And if you have one of those machines, you could put whatever you want, or if you're a really good writer, you could use a permanent marker, put a name. So they had this green one. They also had the yellow one. I mean, are these not too cool for school? These are awesome. I see them lined up like on a shelf. Too fun. So we have green and yellow. I also found red. There's the red, and they all have this zip around again. And honestly, these are big enough for makeup brushes. Oh my gosh, you could just do so much with these. Last color that I found, oh my God, I really wish they had purple. I didn't see purple, but I found the blue one, which is such a pretty, pretty blue. How cool are these? So blue and red, which I kind of, let me zip it back up. So yeah, the red, the blue, the green, and the yellow. What? These are so freaking cool. They didn't have cool stuff like this when I was going to school. Those are going to fly off the shelves. All right. This was kind of a cool find, and this was actually in makeup aisle. These used to be 12 packs. Then they went down to 10. Then they went to 8. Then they went to 6. Now they're down to 4. But I found an 8 pack, and I'm getting all excited about tissue. Woo woo! But you know what? Yeah, this is what we used to get for $1 and then some. So I thought it was pretty designs, and you always need tissue for something. So I grabbed that. This was a bonus buy by Brush Buddies. It's a value pack, 2-pack with baking soda in the flavor Cool Mint. So you're getting 2, total of 7 ounces in there, 2 tubes for that $1 and a coin. Not a bad deal at all. These, if you're wondering, I did say, yeah, Cool Mint with baking soda. Alrighty, so I showed you all a few new hand sanitizers. Don't be hating on me. Don't be hating. As soon as we can make it to, I don't even know how many subscribers I have right now. I think I'm trying to get to 13,000. I really, really want to do a giveaway, but I'm having a hard time. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why I can't gain subscribers. Maybe I'm just not all that, and that's okay. I'm happy with what I have. But anyways, I found another hand sanitizer. These are made by Smart Care. These have the clips, and these are in the scent Sweet Pea. But they have the Squishmallows on there. Oh my gosh. So here they are right there. Super cute. I'll give you a good shot there of the Squishmallows. These come with the little hangers. Now, why they have purple? Probably to match this. So let's just mention that these are removable. They do come off. So you could use them and flip them to the other side, change colors. The old sanitizers like this from Dollar Tree do not have the holes in them so you can attach the hangers. Or you could put something of your own on there. Are those not adorable or what? So yes, of course, I got a couple extra because I would love to share these finds. But like I said, we're really trying to get to that 13,000. All right, that's going to wrap up this Dollar Tree haul. But you know what? I'm going to be going out later. And I do pass a Dollar Tree, so you know I'm not going to be able to just pass it by. So if the light changes and I have to go into the turning lane, that means I'm going to be hitting up the tree. All right, everybody, I so enjoyed this me time with all of you. And as always, it just goes by so darn fast. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your support. Until next time, everyone, a big hug from me to all of you. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.